Hello, church. Bob Myers sharing with you from Zechariah chapter 5 as we continue our study through the minor prophets of the Old Testament. And in the book of Zechariah so far, we've had some of Zechariah's visions, and they've been, for the most part, positive. He's talking about rebuilding the temple, Zerubbabel and Joshua, and how God is using them and is going to empower them. He's cleansed Joshua. We see that happening, and unlike some of the former minor prophets that we have studied through, which had harsh judgments, Zechariah has not had that yet. In chapter 5, we're going to see a little shift, because two of the visions of Zechariah are manifested here in chapter 5. And the first is, he said, I turned and looked up, and I saw a flying scroll. And the angel says, what do you see? And he said, well, I see a flying scroll, and it's about 30 foot wide and about 15 foot tall. And obviously it was unrolled, so you can see how large it was. He says, what does it mean? And the angel said, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off, as on that side according to it. So the scroll was written on both sides. One side was dealing with people who stole, and the other side with people who were swearing falsely. And so the vision is that personal sin will be dealt with. Then the second vision that Zechariah sees, he sees an ephah, which is a basket that's going forth. And he doesn't quite get it. And that is an explanation is given that this is national sin, the sin of the people, the sin of the nation is going to be dealt with. And a couple of two women come with wind and wings as a stork and pick it up and carry it off. And so national sin is going to be dealt with. It's going to be carried away. Well, this would have really resonated with the people of Israel, because they have been carried away before, and they know what it is to be carried out of their homeland because of their rebellion against God. And so this is the progression of the visions that Zechariah is having. Number one, personal sin will be dealt with. And we know with God's word in our lives, personal sin will be dealt with. And number two, national sin will also be dealt with. We need to be praying for our country, because God will call into account the sins of our nation that we are involved in as a nation. And Lord, are they not many? Pray for our nation. Pray for our nation. So be blessed today as you study through Zechariah chapter 5.